Welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric. Somewhere in that camper is my wife, Marissa. We've spent the last almost 3 years traveling in that truck camper full time. And today we are taking you to what ChatGPT says is the most beautiful beach to take your RV out on. We got here last night. We enjoyed a beautiful sunset, took it easy by choosing a spot right on the road here. But this morning we are taking our truck camper and we're going out on the beach. Let's go do some beautiful beach camping. The sand's getting really soft. We're on kind of a pitch. If we're gonna be here for more than one day, we want it to be level. So I think I'm gonna try and dig out a hole for my tires. But I also need to make sure I get high enough on the beach that I'm not gonna get water under my tires like we did in Port Aransas.
So we tried to get a running start and plow our way into the sand as much as we can, and then we're gonna start digging from here. How do you feel about it?
I feel good. Need to get a little bit more level, but that went super smoothly. A little straight on, straight off, no turn action in the soft sand. We're semi-level, which is good enough for government work. We're definitely still living a little bit nose up, but if I have to choose any orientation, I will always choose to have the nose of the camper up a little high. That way your head's nice and high up when you're sleeping. The rumor mill says that there's showers at the entry where we came in, so we're gonna go take a walk down there. I don't have a phone. We're trying to count our steps, trying to shoot for 10K every day. We're not getting it, but we're trying.
He gets a few extra steps in because he has to run back and grab the phone.
Someone didn't lock the house. Last person out. Looks like we got outdoor showers as an option. It's gonna be hot today, so it would probably feel really good to lather up at the end of a salty, humid day and get clean even if the water's not hot. Option number one. Looks like we got other options further up in the gazebo thingamajigger. Just the bathroom?
Toilet. And changing. Okay, let's see if it ever gets warm. That's it, like you press it and it stays on for a split second. There we go.
That's better.
It's freezing cold.
I mean, I knew it was gonna be freezing cold. I think the one back there is our better bet.
Found the winner. The water actually stays on. So I could come here and lather up and take a shower.
And lather up. Might be taking advantage of those later. Marissa's chair is drastically way more comfortable than mine, but it is also a pain in the butt to set up. It's like a Connects game. So it's getting hot enough out that we're gonna break out the moonshade. Let's show you guys how we put that up. Setting up the moonshade is super easy. All you gotta do is take it out of the bag that's no bigger than a normal camp chair, and when you start to assemble it, it'll remind you of a tent. Crisscross the top poles, set up your legs, attach your suction cups to the truck camper, and then today we elected to use some free weights for our guide wires rather than going into the sand since it's so soft here. The nails that we have wouldn't really do a great job, but these dumbbells will certainly do the trick. And if you want a moonshade of your own, be sure to use the discount code TheCummins_Camper. I believe it gets you $40 off of your purchase of a moonshade. We also get a little love back. Appreciate it if you do choose to buy a moonshade and use that code. There's a bunch of what we think are no-see-ums that are flying around our ankles up by camp, so we're gonna go see how it is down by the water. Hopefully it's better down here. It's cooler just having the water close by. It's about 78 degrees out right now. It says it's gonna be a high of 80 today. You can feel that sun. You are close to the equator, kind of hot. It's so hot, I'm gonna even break out my whale blubber. I like to tan my underboobs. It'll be interesting to see what the beach looks like at high tide. How little road is left with our big giant camper in the way. So Marissa made us a delicious lunch here. I am going to do what I always do, which is put sriracha on it. While we've been getting ready to eat our lunch here, we've got some drama going on outside. Got a SUV that's stuck in the sand.
A lot.
The reason we went with this for lunch is we didn't have to cook, at least in terms of making hot pans inside of the camper. Tonight we're probably gonna grill, just to keep the heat out of here. Tide's coming in on us again, starting to feel like Port Aransas. The actual high tide is not for another couple of hours. We've got at least another 6 feet worth of water coming up, in my opinion. The waves today are super strong. Marissa went out there a little bit. She said, you gotta be aware of what's going on. You're definitely getting pulled around. Woo, the water's brisk. I would say it's probably about 70?
Yeah, I would have said 71.
It is definitely really nice to not have anybody next to us. We've got a solid almost 100 yards on each side to where there's nobody next to us. Appreciate the space. So the beach here has a system where if you bring your trash bag back, they give you the trash bag before 7 o'clock with your ticket. You get $2 back from your 14 bucks that it costs to get in. So we're bringing back our trash. Oh, over there, thank you. All right, got rid of our garbage and now we're gonna go see about some showers. I'm just accepting that it's gonna likely be cold. It's not warm, that's for certain. Incredibly refreshing. It was definitely worth getting a little bit chilly in order to get all that sweat grossness off from the day. We got a traffic jam of ice cream trucks in front of our camper here. It's the start of Easter weekend out here, so it's definitely got a very Baja kind of vibe. We're wondering just how busy it's gonna be tomorrow when it's Saturday and the weather's gonna be just as beautiful as it is today. I think it's gonna be a party out here for the locals. Tonight for dinner we have a grilled pork tenderloin that I contributed that is seasoned in Ajika, one of our favorite, if not second favorite Trader Joe's spice. Then we have a vegetable medley that Marissa made that is
Brussels sprouts, zucchini, red cabbage, onion, peppers, radishes, and garlic.
If this isn't a healthy meal, I don't know what is. So as usual, our food is delicious. I kicked butt on the pork tenderloin. I got it like medium for me, medium well in spots for Marissa. And then the vegetables are super delicious. The Parmesan cheese on there added a nice little extra flavor for me. But even without the cheese, the veggies are yummy. So we got our generator going, got the air conditioning on, and Marissa's making us a delicious, relatively healthy snack. And for the rest of the night, we're gonna just watch some TV in bed, and we will pick you guys up in the morning. We have had an absolutely beautiful morning here. Started out with a gorgeous sunrise, and then we got outside, set our camp chairs up again, had some morning coffee. The beach is starting to fill in big time as the day goes on. We've got everything from floaty sails out here today to elote. I think today is definitely gonna be the busiest day on the beach given how packed it already is, and it's only about 11 o'clock in the morning. Kept it pretty simple for breakfast today. I guess it's kind of lunch. Sausage, bacon, eggs, scrambled style. There's something about bacon and eggs when you're out camping that feels very appropriate. The sausage patties are actually turkey sausage, but I cooked them in bacon fat, so they taste delicious. So we decided to take a 2-mile walk. We're headed to Clayton's, which is like a beach bar down here in South Padre Island. We're guessing it's gonna be super busy with probably college kids for continued spring break. We needed a break from the giant party that was our beach spot. Also gives us some exercise. I had only done 700 steps today so far up until now. And when I saw that, I was like, all right, I'll side with the idea of going for a long walk to go to a bar. We're walking back to the camper, and as you can see behind me, this section of beach completely vacant, beautiful, easy to walk on. And next we'll show you the chaos that happens once you go past the guardrail or bollard system that keeps people out of this section and into the section where cars are allowed. Ready? 3, 2, 1, chaos. So it looks like we're gonna get to have some neighbors tonight. Got some tent campers setting up next to us. The weekend vibes out here are definitely party central. So if you ever see us cooking with what look like breadcrumbs, they're actually these panko pork rind breadcrumbs that are incredibly delicious, better than regular breadcrumbs. They are also gluten-free, but they're also carb-free. Yeah, fully carb-free. If you're looking for a low-carb alternative to regular breadcrumbs, these ones are the best. You can get them at Walmart.
Fried chicharrones, pork rind breadcrumbs. They're amazing.
We're forecasted to have 18 to 25 mile an hour winds all night. My prediction, they don't make it through the night with that tent. I'm betting they quit and go home early. A question we're asking ourselves all the time, just asked Marissa before, Do you think we need plates? No, I don't think we need plates. Oh, you're gonna bother with a fork and knife?
I mean, I gave you a fork and knife.
You're fancy. I was treating it like fish sticks.
Well, there's also pork tenderloin and vegetables. Okay, like a chicken nugget?
Yeah.
A pork nugget?
The vegetables I will have to secede and use a fork and a knife. Although you don't need a napkin, and I do. Another camper trick is, where can I find a lightly used napkin or paper towel? I'm like that old grandma. Just use the paper towel to its fullest. The first couple has now called in reinforcements for help on setting up the tent. All right, you guys be sure to comment below on whether you think they'll be there in the morning camping or not. So night number 2, pretty similar to night number 1. Laying in bed watching some TV. Our friends in the tent are still out there as far as I can tell. They haven't quit yet. And on the other side of us, we have a DJ in a Chevy Avalanche just playing the loudest music of all time. And hopefully that subsides at some point tonight. But it is a full-on rave out there. We'll pick you guys up in the morning when we get out of here. Bye. Good morning. I'm not terribly big on the whole fake laying in bed, good morning YouTube, but good morning YouTube. I gotta admit, I'm pretty impressed that they made it. The winds right now gotta be somewhere in the mid 20-mile-an-hour range. Probably getting close to 30-mile-an-hour wind range. They trucked it out through that. We also had the music playing next to us until almost 11 o'clock at night. And they got to listen to our generator run all night so we could have the air conditioning on. Those guys are troopers. I would imagine they're gonna go home and take a really good nap. And there they go, 2 very successful campers. I'm sure that's gonna be an experience and a story for them to tell. We are gonna do the same as those folks and get ourselves all packed up here and get ready to go. Time to go hit up a gym. It is windy and gonna be just a mediocre day out here on the beach, so we out of here. That's how strong the wind is here this morning. You push on the door, wind pushes it right back to closed. Everything's covered in sand, including the windshield. If you remember from a couple days ago, we dug our truck down into a hole in the front in order to get flat, in order to get level. We're in 4-wheel high. Let's see if we can get out of the sand pit. Saying goodbye to South Padre Island. I will say the locals here, they don't really wave to you often. You get pretty minimal helloage out of people. They stare at you like you're a circus animal in a big giant rig, but no waves. What was it?
4 people passed out sleeping in their camper, in their car, all with mouths wide open like this. And 4 of them.
Yeah, I was shocked at how many cars were out here this morning, and assuming that a huge percentage of people just slept in their cars last night. Big thanks for watching our video on what ChatGPT claims is the absolute best beach in the USA to take your RV out and camp on all night, South Padre Island. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, turn on notifications. Thanks, see you next week, bye.